All right. YouTube says we are good to go. I think we are actually streaming. Yes, it says we are live. So we are live. Hello, everyone. Time for another episode of live streamed counterfactual gaming. And today I'm going to be testing NAVs, carrier fighters, naval aircraft stuff. And I'm also going to be finding out why my chair makes squeaking noises like that while I drink a refreshing beverage. Yeah, it's the stuff. I want to do some just live testing. This is something I wanted to do anyway. It's something I've been sort of planning to do. I'm going to be doing it live because, hey, I can do that. I can test things live and have fun doing it live. But while we're doing this, I can also take feedback from folks live as we look at stuff. Because part of the reason I'm doing this test is players have been talking about how there seem to be some weird issues with carrier aircraft either not inflicting damage they're supposed to inflict or not behaving in expected ways. And I don't know if any of that's true. I actually haven't used carrier aircraft in any significant way in months. There have been some patches since then. So I thought I would do some basic testing. Now, since I'm not really playing the game, I'm doing testing. That means like I've already got a setup here for I've made sort of a blank slate save game here with Britain and France, where I've deleted their entire air forces, I've deleted their entire navies, and we're going to start from scratch and sort of create some basic stuff. What I mean by that is that when testing aircraft, I always try to make things as equal as possible, except for what I'm testing. But navies are a little bit different. You need equal navies, you need equal naval doctrines, as well as air doctrines and aircraft and all that sort of stuff. So in order to make sure that there's no weirdness at all, I've turned France and the UK into blank slates. I've turned on cheats. You can see I've just given political power and XP to Britain. I've done the same thing with France. Tech is going to be instantly researched. And this gives me a test bed where I can use cheats to conjure up the appropriate equipment and set them against each other. So the first thing we're going to do is go through and do the first test. What would my first test be? Well, actually, before we talk about what I'm going to make the first test, let me sort of set up some basic ground rules for what I'm doing here. I want to focus primarily on 1940 naval techs as well as air techs. There's a reason I want to do that. It's not that people can't get more advanced technologies, but I consider 1940 to be a kind of an important baseline. If things don't seem to work with 1940 techs, then I don't even need to test 1944 or 36 tests. If things seem to be working properly at 1940, then we can test different outliers. I should also point out that early aircraft and early tech ships are really bad at what they do in terms of the air war. Low quality aircraft are not that great at bombing ships, and low quality ships are not really that good at shooting down aircraft. So, with 1940 being our tech basis, let's open some techs. Okay, we'll go to 1940 there. 1940 here, here, here. Is this a 1940 tech? Yes. That's a 1940 tech. That's a 1940 tech. We'll do the damage control techs. We'll do the fire control techs. This is actually a lot of techs. A lot of people wouldn't even get all of these techs. Just for fun, we'll grab that. We'll get the mine techs just in case I think we need to test mine laying later. Okay. That gives me British basic naval stuff. Now let's look at hulls. Destroyer hull. We'll go ahead and grab sonar. Just in case I need to test subs, we'll grab that. Cruiser hull. We'll go ahead and grab improved catapult. Cruiser battleship armor. Carrier hull, the 1940 hull. Really important. The first snorkel tech for subs. Sub hull 3. That'll give us our naval hulls. Let's go to airframes. Now, I may want to test like land-based NAVs later, so I'm going to grab the 1940 small and improved airframe. We'll get photo reconnaissance, survivability studies, the heavy machine gun, cannons 1. We'll go ahead and get range improvements, and we'll get engine 3. That will give Britain all of the relevant techs. We're going to go ahead and do... Yeah, we're going to do base strike. However, there is a goofy part with the cheat. I'm going to temporarily turn off the research cheat. We're going to instead spend money for the first one in the doctrine, then turn the cheat back on. If you don't do it this way, sometimes the game will just duplicate doctrine trees. It's really silly and stupid. And we're going to go ahead and pick up all the doctrines. Even though you probably couldn't have these all done by 1940, we're going to grab all of them. Air doctrine. I don't know which one's going to matter here. I'm going to grab operational integrity. And we're going to grab all of these. Make sure we've got all of them. Most of these won't apply, but I want to make sure we've got a full body of them. Now, I'm not going to use any naval designers, but I will grab... Oh, we don't have... Wait, whoops, wrong one. Let's try that again. But I will pick up Supermarine for the light aircraft designer, because it does boost fighters and carrier fighters together. Later on, I can reset this and try it with the other designer. There is a naval aircraft designer, which has different upgrades. I want the max speed upgrade for the fighters right now, but we might come back here and do this instead. We're not ready for that yet. Okay, now we're going to tag over to France. Do the same thing we just did. We're going to grab all of the relevant texts. France is a little more behind than Britain. Okay, we got all those going on. Okay, we got the dual purpose guns. Damage control techs. In the old days, damage control techs used to be really important. I'm not sure how useful they are now. Yeah, okay. And we'll go over here. We're going to do the same thing I did earlier. No, not tagging to France. Try again. We're going to swap from fleet and beam to base strike. And then we'll grab all of the techs. All of the doctrines here. That's going to be fun. And we'll give France operational integrity. Okay, and again, I'm going to appoint the light fighter designer. I may swap to the naval aircraft designer later. Okay, now we're going to save this as basic save naval plane testing 2. All right, so let's design some planes. The first test I want to run tonight is a basic test. I want to make sure carrier aircraft are actually functioning properly. So let's design not a floating harbor, although that would be fun. Yeah, we'll use a floating harbor to attack the British. That'll be fun. And if it's not clear already, I'm going to have France and the UK fight in the English Channel just because it's fun. Where is my 19... Did I not pick up the right hull? Oh, I didn't pick up the right hull. That's... Okay, that's why. That's why. Okay, hold on. We need more hulls. Okay. Much better. We're going to put this back in the save. We're going to overwrite that save. Okay. Now, let's design a ship first. 1940 carrier hull. Okay. Engine 3, good idea. Let's give it some hangars. No, not secondaries. Let's give it some more hangars. 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 Well, now, we have access to Tier 2 AA guns. Hold on. Do I need to make better AA guns? Yeah, let's go ahead and go to Tier... Mental note, remind me when we get to the... When I tag over to Britain to give them the better AA guns as well. Okay. Back to playing with carriers. Alright. Deck space, or hangar space. I keep calling it deck space like I'm some kind of idiot. Okay, hangar space. No, not the Tier 1. Tier 3 AA guns. Do I need radar too? Hold on. Yeah, if I don't get radars, that might make it hard for fleets to find each other. So we're gonna... Yeah, let's... Hold on. Let's not be stupid about this. Let's grab the 1940 radar and gun sight techs. Okay. Back to design. Alright. Once again, hangar space. Hangar space. Hangar space and hangar space. Tier 3 AA guns. We're going to put a radar on there. She's already got a good engine. And we will put up a Tier 3 dual purpose battery to give the carrier even more AA gunfire. And what are we going to name this? Historical carriers. All right. And oh, I'm still part... Oh, crap. We are limited for producing this class. Okay, hold on. I gotta get out of the... Oh, let me withdraw from the London Naval Treaty. There we go. That should... Okay. That should make it possible for me to do this. Okay, that will make it possible for me to make these. Alright. This carrier should... How many planes can you take? 80 planes. That ain't too bad. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Why is it positioning? Yeah, okay. All right. That's good enough. Okay, we've got a carrier. Now let's design a battleship. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Let's put some dual purpose guns on here. Let's put battleship armor on, radar 3, fire control, yeah, fire control 2, AA guns, and we'll put 1 heavy battery, 2 heavy batteries, 3 heavy batteries. We'll put, now do I want better secondaries? Yeah, we'll put some dual purpose guns there as well. And I don't actually know. Oh yeah, let's get some surface and sub detection in there. Let's do that. Okay. So we'll give this historical battleships. Yeah, this has got decent. Okay, this should be an okay ship to build. Okay. Now let's build some screens. Or let's design some screens. I know a lot of players have no love for the 1940 destroyer, but again, we're doing this just for testing purposes. I want to give each country basically the same ships. And I want them to have enough AA guns so that when I'm testing carrier navs versus ships, I can actually get a good read on whether carrier navs can actually do a damn thing. So we're going to give them a torpedo launcher 3. We'll go ahead and give it radar. We'll give it sonar. We'll give it AA gun. And dual purpose main battery 1. Another dual purpose main battery. Some depth charges and torpedo launchers. No. They already have torpedoes. So do I want that? Hold on. I haven't done this in a while. Do I want that gun? We'll put another dual purpose gun on there. Okay. Alright, this is a destroyer. We will give you historical destroyers. Okay. There. We've got capital ships. We've got destroyers. That's an expensive... Wow. I haven't built destroyers like this in single player in a very long time. That is one expensive destroyer. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. I've got that. Now let's design some aircraft. No, we're going to build the fleet first, okay? That's what we're going to do. I'm going to turn on the instant construction sheet. All right. Now, this affects everybody, so let me turn the AI off so that we don't get the AI doing anything stupid. I want to create a fleet that has 4 carriers, 4 battleships, and sufficient destroyers to screen it all. So we're going to do new. New 2. 3. And 4. Okay. That's 4 carriers. We'll do battleship. Battleship. Oh, wait, that's a converted battleship. That is not a battleship. Hold on. Okay, you know what? Here, let me dump that. There we go. No, I don't want to design one of those kind of destroyers. You dope. Okay, there we go. 3 battleships and a 4th battleship. Then I want to build... how many destroyers do I want? Let's hedge our bets and build 100. Okay, we'll do 100 destroyers. Okay. Now, let's go to Britain. Now, remember, I don't have any designers on these, but that's fine. Go to Britain, and we're going to design the exact same ships. And once we've got these ship designs in, I'm going to save them so that I don't have to redo any of this work. All right. No, not flight deck armor. Nobody wants flight deck armor. Ah, I did not give Britain radar yet. Hold on. There we go. Fire control systems. All right. Much better. And we will go to 1940 AA guns. All right. That'll make life easier. And we are going to render all of these obsolete. Okay, Mr. Carrier. Okay, 4 hangars, tier 3 AA guns, some radar, a nice engine, and a dual purpose battery. We'll give you historical carrier names. Okay. Britain is also a part of the naval treaty. Let's go ahead and do that. Just get rid of that. All right. Excuse me. Where is my 1940 battleship? There we go. Okay, Mr. 1940 battleship. Battleship armor. A dual purpose gun there. Heavy engine. Radar 3, fire control, AA gun. 3 heavy batteries is what we did. So we'll give this one 3 heavy batteries, 2 more dual purpose batteries, and we'll put float planes on it. Help with that detection. Detection's kind of important. Okay. Battleship. Destroyer. Where is 1940 destroyer? There it is. Torpedoes. Radar. Sonar. AA guns. Dual purpose. Dual purpose. Dual purpose. And depth charges. Historical destroyers. Okay. Then we will build that's going to be 100 of those plus 4 carriers, 4 battleships. If I'd been thinking, I would have done this before, because this has okay, let me explain what I'm doing here. It's, oh no, Tobias, it's both. It's both France and the UK. I didn't see you there, buddy. Yeah, no, it's France and the UK. I'm testing aircraft today. So I'm going to build a British fleet and a French fleet and put planes on them. But let me back up and explain what I'm doing. I'd received some complaints or people talking about how carrier aircraft may not be working properly. So what I said is that, I will go ahead and test that out and make sure that... Oh, I don't think you're there anymore. Dang it. Anyway, long story short, we're doing a test between the two. And we're going to make sure that carrier aircraft is actually working. And so I'm using cheats to build in a 1940 fleet and a 1940 French fleet and a 1940 British fleet. And I do believe, since I did activate historical names, the Bairn should show up. All right. Did I turn the AI? AI is off. I'm tagged to Britain. Okay. And I've turned off the London Naval Conference. Okay, let's build a fleet first. French mercantilism. Well, you ain't lying. All right. Now, the question is the cheat actually working? Yes, it is. Okay. Where did you put the ships, computer? Oh, okay. Here. Oh, good. They're all going to the same place. Excellent. Yeah, I don't care that George is dead. Yeah, and I've turned the AI off, so I'm just going to run this real fast for 100 days. Man, look at that. So many destroyers. And France should also be building ships right now. And then when I'm done, I can organize a proper fleet, and then I'm going to put some aircraft on it. Yeah, you only speak in truths. Well, we'll see what the truth is today. Some people were really concerned that carrier aircraft were not functioning properly. And I haven't actually, this is going to sound silly, but I haven't done, like, honest to God, real carriers in months. For complicated reasons that have to do with the fact that land-based NAVs completely obliterate fleets in a lot of ways. Okay. I have a fleet here. We're going to go ahead and put... who do I want to put in command? We'll put Cunningham in command. That's not what's important. Okay, 100 destroyers should adequately screen 4 carriers and 4 battleships, unless I'm wrong. Okay, let's go to France. And... good job, France. No, they did not name any of the carriers the Bairn, apparently. The Clemenceau got in, but not the Bairn. Okay, but I do have, for some reason, I have an extra destroyer. Why do I have an extra destroyer? France, you're not allowed to have an extra destroyer. Okay. You get put into your own fleet. All right. Now, let me do a save. This is going to be Basic Naval Plane Testing 3. Because if I mess this up, I don't want there to be a goof up, and then I have to start all over again. Because it's taken 30 minutes of this stream just to set up the ships correctly. Okay. I'm going to set these guys. They need a... Who should I put in? Wow. France's admirals stink. I'm going to put Darwin in command. And I'm going to tell them to train. And I'm going to tell Britain to train their fleet. Now... The question in front of us today, folks, is can France actually afford the fuel to do this? Let's find out. Yeah, France isn't going to be able to afford this, so we're going to cheat in some fuel refining techs, and then we're going to buy some fuel. And I'm willing to bet Britain's probably in the same boat. Yep, not quite as bad. Let's give them refining techs. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, so we got them exercising right now. Now we can talk about aircraft design. Each carrier should take 80 planes. So for the first test, I want to test an equal amount of fighters and NAVs. That's just the start. I want to just see if it actually interacts correctly. And we're going to design these planes to be fully specialized in their roles. Carrier fighters are going to be fully specialized at shooting down other planes. The NAVs are going to be fully specialized at destroying ships, and I clicked on the wrong thing. Let's try carrier airframe. There we go. All right. So, we're going to do heavy machine guns across the board. We're going to do one Tier 3 engine. We're going to put on drop tanks, armor plates, and armor plates for the full bar. And we're going to give France the exact same plane. I do hate how it doesn't matter what you select. It always gives the weird portrait of the plane. Okay. So, there we go. Carrier fighter. Boom. Now, we're also going to design... Now, how many torpedoes is it going to let me put on there? It only lets me put one on there. So, can I put... No. Okay, hold on. It won't duplicate that up. Okay. Torpedo mountings are playing a potent weapon to use against enemy ships. Now the question is... Okay, yeah, see this... Yeah, it will use the torpedoes for that. Why won't you let me mount another one? This is a... Yeah, it won't let me add more than one. So, okay, then we'll just design it like this. Later on, I will design a plane that can defend itself, but that is not the purpose of this plane. The purpose of this plane is not to defend itself. The purpose of this plane is to put torpedoes on ships. Okay, we've got the Rock and the Fulmar. Let's tag to everybody's favorite country, France. Improved medium airplane. All right, improved carrier airframe. Machine gun, machine gun, machine gun, engine, drop tanks, plates, and plates. Okay. Oh, you went way up there. Stupid thing. Here, we're going to give you that portrait so that I don't forget what you are. Then we're going to do, yes. Just to make you look different. You know what? I don't think this plane... You know what? This plane probably doesn't need a better engine like that. Maybe it will after I put... Yeah, it probably needs a good engine like that because of the other stuff I'm mounting on. Okay. So I've got that. All right. Now, let me double check. Do I have doctrines? I have doctrines. I'm going to assign... Oh, this is a question. Which one of these even matters? We'll do centralized control and aircrew surveys. And we're also going to do instilled aggression. Most of these probably don't matter. And night fighting. And Britain will get the same things. I've got the doctrines 100% spec'd out. Okay, so let's tag to Britain. We're going to do the same thing there. And I want these all, again, these all want them to be the same so that these aren't interfering with, they won't be interfering with, how do I put it? This won't cause there to be variables. Okay. We've got that. Now I'm going to use the ALE sheet to give each country 10,000 of every piece of equipment that is currently in stock. So we should have, yeah, we've got 10,000 carrier. All right, we got all kinds of NAVs. This is going to be great. We're going to save this as plane testing 4. All right. And we're just going to run the clock for a little bit and let these ships get some XP. It's really important that ships have XP if you're going to test anything with ships, because sure, we'll do that, whatever you want. It's really important to do that because in a naval battle, there's a lot more moving parts, and if you have really inexperienced ships, they fight terribly. All right, I'm going to let these guys exercise for a bit longer. I want to get them to the max that they can be exercised. Then I'll dock them and let them get repaired. Ooh, I don't know if it's being picked up on the mic, but I can hear the ice cream truck outside. I don't know why they come around the apartment complex. It's goofy. Oh, you know what? OBS is telling me the mic's picking up a little bit of that. So, all right. They're done training. Now, let's see if Britain's fleet is done. Okay, Britain's fleet is done. All right. Yeah, I don't care about nationalist Spain. Nobody cares about Spain. Okay, let's... Stats, history. Alright, it looks like it already got planes assigned to it, which was not what I was anticipating. Okay. Let me check something out. Alright. It actually already set them up as... Set them up in the way I wanted to set them up, because I wanted equal numbers of carrier fighters and carrier naval bombers. However, guess what we need to do? If your answer to that question was exercise the aircraft, then you were right. We're going to take these planes... Oh. Let's put them out. Let's see if I can exercise them out here. Alright, we're going to just put the ships off the coast, exercise them. It's very silly, but hey, it's what we got to do. Okay. Because I want these planes to also be 100%. Wow, they train super fast. Look at that. For some reason, I had this impression that carrier aircraft took longer to train. Guess I was wrong. Okay. Back to port you go. No, 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 stop. Do not do that. Go to port. And, okay. Tag to England. Are aircraft actually any good? Oh, no, they are not quite done. Oh, interesting. They are not quite done. Oh, I see. They took they had a couple of accidents which caused them to lose a ton of XP because these are 10 aircraft wings. All right. We're going to save. Basic save, 5. All right. Now, we're going to use the allow Diplo cheat. Go ahead and declare war on the French. We're not going to call our allies. Now, we're going to order this group to patrol the English Channel. And we're going to order the French fleet to patrol the English Channel. Now, I don't care who wins the naval battle. I'm focused on trying to see what the planes are doing. I expect Darwin to lose to Cunningham, but we'll see. Why are they operating at suboptimal fuel efficiency? All right, that's the end of the League of Nations. Okay. This should take them very little time to find each other. Okay, we have a battle has commenced. All right. Let's take a look. First attempt. We lost. Okay. The rocks did some damage. Okay, they seem to be targeting carriers. By the way, I have no idea why the French naval bombers are called Latte, but alright. Alright, that was not that exciting of a naval battle. Let's see. What do our air wings look like right now? We had an ace generated. Oh, interesting. Okay, that was not... Demobilize our economy. Tag England? Let's take a look at what England's got going on. So the battle... Hold on. Wait. So that naval battle resulted in the loss of only destroyers and some... Let me take a look at what the aircraft... No. Show me aircraft losses. Details. Okay, the French lost a lot more planes to being shot down in air battle. That's weird. That's really odd. They have the same planes, same doctrines, same ships. Could the admirals really be having that much of an impact? Okay. That was an odd outcome I did not foresee. So let's go back to the save. Maybe it's an outlier. We're going to test it again. All right, Cunningham. Go patrol the English Channel. Let's set up an allow Diplo. Wow, I can't spell today. Allow Diplo. And we're going to turn the AI off because otherwise bad things will happen. Declare war. Attack to France. Okay. Darling, go patrol the English Channel. Okay, that's the end of the League of Nations. Okay, these guys are now trying to find each other. And they have now found each other. Okay, France already lost a destroyer. They're down some aircraft. Oh, the French carriers are gone. Oh, that's an Oh, I wonder if... Oh, wow, that's interesting. Oh, that might really change the way we look at things. Okay, so... France lost 19 destroyers to 3 British destroyers, but the French carriers fled the battle super quick because they were getting hammered by British NAVs, carrier NAVs. Okay. Which means... Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. Victorious, formidable, illustrious, and Ark Royal. Okay, so the French carriers left the battle early. It was really fast. I should probably watch these at like speed 3. Which meant that British planes had more time to just sit there and bomb. Alright, let's take a look at what the air stats for the area say. Okay, French only lost 3 to air battle. Britain lost 6 to air battle. French lost 20 to AA. Oh, I'm reading... Oh, no, I'm wrong. I am so wrong because I'm looking at this from France's perspective. France lost twice as many fighters to air battle. They lost fewer... they lost a bunch of NAVs to air battle, but none to AA, whereas the British lost some to air battle, but lost a whole bunch to AA, which makes sense because when the French carriers left the battle, there were no enemy planes to interfere, and so it was only AA. That is a weird outcome. Let's go back, and we're going to take Cunningham and Darlin off, and we're just not going to have admirals. Let's take a look. Cunningham is a blockade runner, and he's got the superior tactician. Yeah, okay. We're going to unassign him. Put unit to C. Allow Diplo. Allow Diplo. Man, I cannot type today. Okay. Declare war. AI turned off. Let's go to France. Tag France. Okay, we're going to fire Darlin, put the fleet out. Go sail, my fleet. Alright. This time, when the naval battle happens, we're going to slow the speed down. It takes fleets sometimes a long time to catch up to each other. Oh no! Without admirals, they're having a hard time even getting... Oh my goodness. Without the admirals, they can't see each other. They're just sailing right by. Come on. Come on, get into battle, guys. You're not going to do it, are you? Here, what can I do to make this better? Let's engage at high risk. There we go. Okay. Now, we're going to take speed down to speed 2. Alright, the French have already sunk a British destroyer. Okay, that's been hit. Okay, they still have org. They still have org. Now keep in mind that at night, carrier planes don't fly, so it's nighttime right now. Okay, it's daytime. Oh, weather is garbage. I'm not sure. Are we even getting any flights? Yeah, we're getting some flights, but this is a terrible test of naval bombers. Okay. This is what happens when we don't have admirals and we run it too slow. So we're going to take it up a notch. Take it up another notch. Oh, they don't even know when to disengage. This is hilarious. Look at that. Guys, this naval battle just won't end. Okay. That naval battle refused to end. Let's see. Okay. That was a disaster for everybody. Tons of planes shot down. The French lost 35 destroyers, and they lost the Jean Bart. The King George V didn't make it. They lost 14 of those. The British lost far, far fewer planes. Now the question is, how much damage are the NAVs doing? Not a whole hell of a lot. Not a whole hell of a lot at all. Let's take a look. Okay. Fighters lost in air battle. Bombers lost. Okay, you know what I think I'm going to do? Here, we're going to go back to that save game. I wonder if land-based radar is helping the British. The British have 1, 2, 3, 4 radar stations up. So I'm going to use the instant construction sheet. Allow Diplo. Use the instant to do... Oh, wait. I'm tagged as Britain. Hold on. Tag as France. Okay. I'm going to use that to build one there, one there, one there. Okay. Now we're going to give France all the same level of detection in the channel that the British have. Okay. Let's fire Darwin. Send the fleet out to the channel. Tag England. We're going to fire Cunningham. Send the fleet out into the channel. And declare war. Tag back to France just to keep things consistent. Alright. Now we're going to take the speed down a little bit. Alright. Weather is still terrible. Now we're going to... Here. Okay, it's nighttime. Alright. 3 British carriers just left the fight. Why did they leave the fight? Oh, their org was kind of bad. Okay, so the British decided to bug out of that battle. That was a victory for the French. Significantly more damage from carrier aircraft. Formidable took 16% damage just from one group of NAVs. Okay, carrier aircraft seem to be inflicting some damage. But maybe we can massage those numbers a little bit. Okay, back to the save game. Let's go back. Let's try only NAVs. That is what we're going to do. We're going to try only NAVs. Yeah, let's try only carrier NAVs. And we're going to get rid of all the fighters. We're going to retrain these guys up. And we're going to see if pure carrier NAVs will give me that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, we'll do pure carrier NAVs. I'm gonna have to train these guys up, but we will see if they inflict more damage. They should inflict more damage. We'll see if it's a significant amount of damage. Stop. Okay. Now, we'll need to train these guys, so we're going to put you in a C tile, turn off the AI, get you some training. Alright, tag to France. the same thing here. These are carrier fighters. Those are carrier fighters. Those are carrier fighters. And these are carrier fighters. Nobody likes carrier fighters. Today it's going to be carrier naval bombers. We're going to have to get these guys trained up too. Okay, we're going to do that. Okay. Let's get you out to a tile. Get you guys to start exercising. We'll just run the clock super fast. Yes, run the clock super fast. Now, my prediction is that we might be able to see some capital ships get sunk by carrier aircraft. We might be able to see that. If not, then we might have a problem. No, stop. I don't want the planes to do that. I want the ships to. Okay, go patrol, darling. You're fired. Here, let me do allow Diplo. Dang it, why can I not type today? There we go. Declare war. Tag to England. Turn that off. Order these ships. Cunningham, you're fired. Patrol English ship. Okay. Alright, we got a naval battle going on right here. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is real bad. Look at the damage to those carriers. All right, let's take a look. We didn't lose any capital ships, but wow, they inflicted a lot more damage. Let's take a look at it from France's perspective. How bad are those ships shot? Okay. The Joffrey is basically dead. The Clemenceau is basically dead. I don't know how to pronounce this. Panlevy? I don't know how to say that. Is half dead. The Fok is fine, though. Okay, so pure NAVs really give the business to enemy carriers. Okay. So far, it seems like carrier aircraft are actually having a significant impact if you've got your doctrines in place. But the question before us is, what does it look like if we go back and instead of doing pure NAVs on both sides, what's it going to look like if we've got pure NAVs on one side and pure fighters on the other? Are enemy fighters going to actually do anything useful? Turn the AI off. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give the British pure fighters. And I'm going to give the French pure NAVs. We'll have to exercise those planes up, of course. But then we'll throw them into battle with each other. Now, I haven't found a way to create fighter squadrons on land bases for use on carriers. So I don't have a way of like manufacturing wings for use on carriers. All right, so improved carrier aircraft for. I should also point out that I'm not using extra aircraft. We're not playing with sortie efficiency yet. We can do that later. Okay. These are all there. Okay, Cunningham, take the ships out. Start exercising. Tag to France. Alright. You are naval bombers. You are naval fighters. Okay, the naval fighters are gone. Naval fighters, gone. Naval fighters, gone. And naval fighters are gone. Now, let's go and make ourselves more NAVs. 4 NAVs. 4 NAVs. And 4 NAVs. Okay. And then we will order the French fleet out 1 tile. Tell its planes, hey, go exercise. Alright, we're going to let this run for a bit until these planes are better at their job. This will take a bit of a moment. Alright. This fleet looks like it has sufficient aircraft. Darlin, let's unassign you. Order that fleet to the English Channel. Turn on the allowed diplo cheat. Declare war on Britain. Britain, you're up. Fire Cunningham. Fleet goes out. Alright. Okay, now, slow this down. The French have the naval bombers. The British have naval fighters. Unfortunately, there's bad weather. Nothing we can do about that. It's nighttime. Okay. Looks like we got some hits in. Who damaged the battleship? Oh, those NAVs are just... Those NAVs are getting in there pretty good. Oh, that's not good. Enemy carriers are in bad shape. The British fleet is withdrawing? Okay, let's take a look. Britain lost 21 destroyers to 8 destroyers. France lost 158 carrier NAVs, but let's see what damage they did to the ships. Ark Royal, Illustrious, Formidable, and Victorious are kind of shot up. King George V, the Prince of Wales, and the Anson are all shot up. Duke of York escaped relatively unscathed. Let's tag to France for just a second. Okay. Sunk enemy ship, sunk enemy ship. No capitals bought it that time. Okay. So RNG seems to have a factor in this, but the NAVs kind of got through in that. They were inflicting significant damage on enemy ships. The question we would have to ask ourselves is, does losing 158 of these carrier NAVs justify the damage done to the ships? So what I'm going to do is grab a calculator real fast. And we're going to calculate it out. So 158 of these planes, so that's 35.5 times 158. That's 5,600 IC cost. Let's tag to Britain. Let's get these ships back to port. Okay, we've got these guys back to port. How long is it going to take to fix them? Here, let's... Alright, those ships are going to be out of commission, for months. And if it's going to tie down a dockyard apiece for months, current dockyards, how much do they produce? Here, just for comparison, I want to see how much this dockyard. $2.5 per day. I think. Let's see. $2.97. Okay, so each dockyard is 2.97 a day times 30 days times 4. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Let's try that again. 2.97 times 30 days times 4 months is 356. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 5, 1,700, plus all these other ships that require repair. I don't know if that was cost effective. Those planes are pretty expensive. Might be close to cost effective. I can't say that NAVs or carrier NAVs aren't doing anything. They are clearly inflicting significant damage. But if they don't have any fighter cover, they are getting chewed up by both enemy planes and enemy fighters. And for those who are counting, that was 128 bombers lost in air combat, with only 26 shot down by AA. Which means if the British didn't have any carriers covering their capital ships in that battle, it would have gone much worse for the British. It would have been much more cost effective. Okay, so going pure carrier nav can inflict real damage on the enemy, but you're going to lose so many carrier aircraft it may not be practical. Okay, good to know. Now, let's go back to an earlier save. Let's try save 3. Did I design aircraft in save 3 yet? No, we have not designed aircraft yet in save 3. Do I have the requisite text in save 3? Yes, I do have the requisite text. Okay, so all fighter versus all carrier nav can't stop the carrier navs, but it does heavy damage on carrier navs. Now, spoilers. If you're watching this live stream, this is going to be a big spoiler to you. If you're watching this on recording, this will be only somewhat of a spoiler. Is it possible to use multi-role aircraft on carriers to achieve a desired result? And what I mean by that is if I go over here, go to my improved carrier airframe, can I design a multi-role carrier plane that does everything and get satisfactory results? Let's find out. Heavy machine guns, but we're also going to add a torpedo to it. Now the torpedo should lower its agility, but we'll see. We'll put that engine on there. We'll put drop tanks, armor plates, and armor plates, just like we've always been doing. And now we have the D790 fighter. Now, once I'm going to do this test where I'm going to give the French just pure multi-role carrier aircraft, and the British are still going to use their basic split of pure fighters and pure carrier navs. Once I've tested that, I'm then going to see if it makes sense to give the carrier navs defensive armament. But first, let's test multi-role aircraft. Okay, so the French are going to get the D790. I hate that icon for it here. Use that. Okay, do I actually, hold on, do I actually have ships? I do have ships. Excellent. Have they exercised? They have not exercised. Okay. So we're going to do the ALE cheat. turn off the AI. Yeah, I don't want any of these planes. Oh dear. You want... Oh, I should have. You know what? I made a mistake there. Here, let me... You are all obsolete now. Okay. Here, we're going to delete all of these aircraft completely. And we're going to start from scratch. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, nope, not 9. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to do... Nope, 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 nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now, you're going to go out and exercise, and you're also going to order your aircraft to exercise. Let's tag to England. That'll give me... Now let them get that little thing going. Okay. Alright. Why is this not doing what I want it to do? We're going to delete all those wings. Now we're going to go to design carrier airframes. Just like I did before. Heavy machine gun. Heavy machine gun. Heavy machine gun. Engine. Engine. Drop tanks, armor plates, Bullmar. I hate that icon so much. There. Then we will also design torpedo mountings, engine, drop tank, armor plate, and armor plate for the rock. And we're going to render the rest of these obsolete. And we're going to do the ALE cheat to give me 10,000 of those. And we're going to put... I rendered those obsolete, you doofus. Okay, that plane is done. I need to change the icon or it's going to drive me nuts. Here, use that icon. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I completely screwed that up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Cunningham, train your guys, and then order these guys to train. Okay, AI is turned off. We're gonna run that till these ships are trained and until these planes are trained. The French are doing it as well. Yeah, nobody cares about the London Naval Treaty. Okay, now let's see that wings are trained. How about the carriers? Nope, they need a lot more time. I shouldn't be surprised that it took that long for the ships to train. All right, let's just make sure these wings are actually. These guys did not train nearly as fast. Oh, that may be because they took losses. They may have gotten very unlucky. Oh no, just because France is out of fuel and can't train. Ugh. I'm an idiot. Let me get some techs in place. I'm glad I caught this now. It'd look really stupid if I tried to have them fight each other and France didn't have any fuel. Research on icon, click. Okay. Here. Learn to refine fuel and then buy some fuel from the US. There we go. That'll help. Oh, that's much better. Look at that. Yeah, now we're fine. Look at that. That's what we needed. Da, 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 da. You know what? The problem with doing this in a live stream as opposed to recording it is I can't do a montage. I literally just have to sit here and watch it for a second. If it wasn't copyrighted, I'd love to pipe in some yakety sax while I just run at speed 5 until this is done. I could mimic yakety sax, but that would be ridiculous. Nobody wants that. Okay, go back to port. You have some ships that do need repairs. Go back to port. You have ships that need repairs, I'm gonna guess. Yep. Tag France. France took more damage. We have to wait for the Gascoigne to get done. I don't know how the hell that battleship had an accident happen to it, but okay. Okay. Let's test. Now we're going to do another save. Naval testing number 6. In case I mess this up. Alright. So I got this fleet. You are going to go patrol the English Channel. And yes, I know the weather is terrible. We'll deal with it. Oh. Allow Diplo. Tag England. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't fire the general. Or the admirals. Here, you go there. Let's tag back to France. Okay, France doesn't have an admiral. Excellent. Now, as a reminder, France has the multi-roles. England has specialized aircraft. And we're going to... Are they even going to be able to detect each other? Yeah, weather is pretty bad. Alright, hold on. Guys, engage. Alright, we are now in a naval combat. Now, weather is terrible, and... Let's see. Air efficiency isn't that great. Their air efficiency is not that great either. Man, it's like the French are going to lose this battle, but that's okay. I don't actually care who wins and loses. What I want to know is whether carrier aircraft are actually going to do something useful when they are in a multi-role capacity. Yeah, those multi-rolls on the French carriers, particularly in the shorts, look at them. They are not doing well. Although improved weather is maybe... Oh! Wow, this is really turning into a slugging match. Guys, do you want to keep this fight going, or are you going to withdraw? Alright, there they go. Now they're fleeing. Alright, naval battle is over. France lost far fewer aircraft. The Richelieu sank a bunch of ships? Are you kidding me? The Clemenceau sank ships? It doesn't look like the multi-role aircraft did anything. Whereas the rocks on the British ships did try to actually bomb enemy ships. They actually sank the La Fantastique. But the French carriers were kind of okay. What sank? Jean Bart was sank by the Duke of York. Okay, Jean Bart did take some damage from carrier aircraft. That's true, but not a lot. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and guess that Duke of York... Oh yeah, Duke of York is the one who landed most of the hits on Jean Bart. Alright, so now I'm Okay. That was weird. It didn't look like the carrier aircraft did a damn thing when they were designed along multi-role lines. This aircraft, right here, only seemed to perform as a fighter, but I am confused by the fact that suddenly French carriers seem to be sinking a lot of ships. So I don't know if that's because it's counting the carrier aircraft doing it, or if it's like for some reason the French carriers just decided to sink a lot of destroyers. That didn't make any sense to me. That makes no sense at all. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go back to the save. We're going to test it again, but I'm just going to strip all the British planes off their ships. Okay, here. Go patrol the English Channel. Turn the AI off. Allow Diplo. Declare war. God dang it, I cannot type tonight. Okay, tag to England. Okay, here. Cunningham, you're fired. Go patrol the English Channel. But you guys are just gone. Okay. And we're going to order you to engage at bad odds. Now, let's see if these French multi-role carrier aircraft will actually accomplish anything. Alright, that battle didn't last long. I do not understand what I'm seeing here. Okay. Prince of Wales. Alright, hold on. Alright, am I missing... Okay, the British carriers... Okay, the British carriers just left. They didn't do anything. They didn't have any planes on them, so they just fled the battle. Okay, I can understand that. But according to this, Jean Bart as a carrier inflicted 17% damage on King George V. That can't be... That doesn't make any sense. Hold on. That doesn't make a goddamn... That doesn't make any sense at all. Because Jean Bart, as we established earlier, has one set of dual-purpose guns. That is not going to inflict 17% damage on a battleship unless dual-purpose guns are bugged or unless the game is counting those multi-role French fighters as damage from a carrier? Like, that's a ton of damage those carriers were doing. Tons of damage. Tons of damage. It's not like a one-off where somebody just happened to sail in range of secondary guns. Like, this isn't World of Warships. Like, that isn't how that happens. And keep in mind, both sides have the exact same ships, so that carrier supposedly inflicted 20-30% damage on this kind of a ship with one set of secondaries. That shouldn't be happening. So I think, I could be wrong, but I think that the game is processing attacks from these planes as being from the carrier, despite the fact that they are carrier aircraft, and normally the game says, oh, aircraft did X damage. That's the only thing that makes sense here, because nothing else, like, nothing else makes any goddamn sense in this case. It doesn't. It doesn't, no. Alright, hold on, let's check something. We also didn't seem to lose hardly any planes wait. Did we not lose any aircraft? Oh my goodness. folks, we may have found a bug here. These wings are all at full strength and full XP, which means they didn't lose anything. I can't go back and look at my live stream footage, but I think that it's not counting them as even flying, but it's just giving their damage to the carriers. Let's test that again. Let's just test that again. That is a very weird thing to happen. I can't believe that this is happening right now. And whoever put the like on my video, I appreciate it. I didn't see who did it, but that makes me happy. We may have discovered something. We may have discovered a very weird bug. Alright. Here's the fleet. Let me, before I forget, we're going to turn AI off. AI is turned off. These planes are the multi-role aircraft, the D790. Just to make sure, it's this aircraft. 2 heavy machine gun groupings and a torpedo mount. I have 4 carriers in this fleet for a total of 320 aircraft. Okay. I'm going to order this fleet to patrol the English Channel and engage at high risk. I'm going to allow Diplo. I'm going to tell Britain we are at war. Go to Britain. I'm going to go to Britain. I'm going to delete all air wings from the carriers. The carriers now have nothing on them. I'm going to order this fleet to engage in the English Channel at high risk. We remove Cunningham. Okay. Okay, we now have a naval battle. I've cut to speed 3. Now, the British carriers have no planes, so they are just targets. That's the only thing they can do. I have 4 carriers with these aircraft on them. Weather is not great. It's raining. I can't fix that. All right, so we're going to run the clock. Okay. Anson got hit by some heavy guns already. Good, although it... Wow, Anson, whoa! Anson received a critical hit. Ooh, that's bad. Okay. That happens. No big deal. The Puckridge got sunk by Jean Bart. By heavy guns on Jean Bart? I don't think so. Jean Bart doesn't have any heavy guns, Hearts of Iron. Hearts of Iron, Jean Bart does not have heavy guns. We know it doesn't have heavy guns. I know it doesn't have heavy guns. I'm not going to tag to France while the battle is happening. Let's let the battle keep going. Uh-oh. Is there a... Okay. Okay, Anson is still in the battle. Duke of York is hurt. Okay, no one is shooting down any of those multi-role aircraft. Okay, Anson is basically... Okay, Anson is almost dead. I don't know if Anson's going to make it out of the fight. Prince of Wales is shot to pieces. Duke of York is still in the fight. King George V is perfect health. Okay. Anson got away, but she's almost dead. Now, I want to make something clear. She received a critical hit and a whole bunch of damage from heavy guns. Now, when we look at the post-battle review, I want to check to see. It says she only received damage from heavy guns. So if she got any hits at all from a carrier, we know that this was... that there's something wrong. Okay, still having fights. Okay. Prince of Wales, sunk by Jean Bart by heavy but no, Hearts of Iron. There aren't heavy guns on... Jean Bart doesn't have heavy guns. Jean Bart has aircraft. I know Jean Bart doesn't have heavy guns. I checked already. We looked. They only have one set of dual-purpose guns. Okay, the British are fleeing. Wait, I keep saying Jean Bart. I'm an idiot. Jean Bart is a fucking battleship. I'm a moron. Never mind. I'm ranting like an idiot. Okay, let's take a look. According to... Let's see. Jean Bart. No, I am completely wrong. No, it's the opposite. I can't read a tooltip to save my life. If you're just tuning in now, folks, I'm completely bad at reading tooltips. It is not carriers using dual multi-role aircraft to inflict damage. Instead, multi-role aircraft are doing nothing. They do nothing at all. Period. End of story. We go back to France. Man, they got a ton of XP for that battle, though. Jean Bart has been a very busy girl. Look at that. But those planes didn't even sortie. They didn't sortie. Okay. Let's try again. Let's see if I can do it manually. We'll take the AI off. I'll order the fleet to engage. But now I'm going to order these planes. I'm going to put them on port strike and naval strike. And we're going to see if they're actually able to function. Did I turn the AI on? Yeah, let's do allow Diplo. Strip those off. Okay, those are gone. Cunningham, you're fired. Patrol. And declare war on France. Also engage your highness. Okay. Now, while we're here, tag France. None of it can be assigned here. Okay. You cannot manually order them to do that. So, multi-role aircraft do nothing. They cannot function in a multi-role capacity on carrier decks. If they can't function in a multi-role capacity on carrier decks in a fighter configuration, let's take it back and go back to save 4. Let's go back to save 4. What if I instead created aircraft with naval bomber but put guns on them? And was this the right save to do this with? No, this is not the right save. Let's go back. Let's go back to save 3. When you're testing, this is why you do this. Because if you don't do this testing this way, you end up having to redo everything from scratch. All right, do I have... Okay. Here, I'm going to render these all obsolete. Okay. Let's design carrier aircraft. We're going to give it a naval bomber. Now we're going to give it heavy machine guns. Excuse me. Drop tanks. Drop tanks are probably useless. Okay, naval bomber, naval bomber, naval bomber. Now, this is a naval bomber that is the opposite, that is the mirror opposite of what we were just doing with multi-role fighters. It calls itself a nav because it's got a torpedo in the first slot. Let's see if giving it aircraft armament will actually help defeat enemy aircraft. Okay, going to do that. I hate that icon. Use that icon. There we go. Okay, we're going to do an ALE. That should give us 10,000. Okay, we're going to delete all these wings, and we're going to reassign. Nope, not 9 to 8. Okay. All right. We got 4 of those. Now, we're going to order the fleet just like we did before here. Go do that. And then we're going to order your wings to exercise as well. Start this. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to give France enough fuel. If France doesn't have fuel... Tag England. All of your air wings on those carriers are garbage. Let's design something better. Okay, that. I don't know why I'm putting drop plant tanks on here because I don't think it matters. Okay. No. Damn it, I didn't want to put a Spitfire. Let's try this again. I think I'd be better at this by now, but I'm not. Why am I not better at this by now? Who knows why. So if you're just joining us, I'm going to be trying to test something new with carrier aircraft. I just found out that if you give carrier aircraft a fighter module and a torpedo module, but put the fighter module first, like the heavy machine guns or something, the torpedo module will never proc. The planes will just run air superiority from the carrier and never drop torpedoes, even if they have no opposition. So what I'm going to do now is try it the other way around. I've given the French a multi-role aircraft that has torpedo in the first slot and then a bunch of heavy machine guns. I'm going to have them fight the British with a more conventional loadout of half fighter. That is a stupid icon. Of half fighters and half naval bombers. We're going to see how that works, because if I'm right, and this is a big, no, not this kind of a nav, try again, I need a carrier nav, but if I'm right, then it's entirely possible that carrier aircraft can be really exploited. Okay, let's do an ALE. Carrier fleet. Let's add some wings. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing we did before. I'm going to have to train these guys up. Does it make sense? No, but that's not what's important right now. It only has to make sense in the long term, not in the short term. Okay, we got that. Here, let's fire Cunningham. Go train and exercise. All right. It's going to take a little bit for this to happen, but we really need to get that going. Oh my goodness. Sure, Ethiopia, come on back. We can do this. It's fine. Okay, it looks like the carrier aircraft are already done. If he'll not change his mind, then I don't care. Oh crap, I didn't turn the AI off. Ah, I thought it was turned off. Okay. Back to save 4. Damn it. No, back to save 3. I messed this up. Ugh. This is why testing is such a pain in the rear end. Okay. once again, we're going to lead all these planes off of the flotillas. Now, we're going to design... We're going to get rid of all of you because I don't like any of you. Improved carrier airframe. You will take torpedo, heavy machine gun, heavy machine gun. Later on, I will play with having more armor plates on aircraft. Okay, the Latte 3112. That isn't really called the Latte, but it might as well be. Okay. ALE, AI. Okay, AI is now off. Alright. Join together. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, we are ready to go. Alright. Go practice and go practice. Tag England. Alright. Delete all the old aircraft from there. Let's design some new aircraft. Improved small carrier airframe. Fighter, fighter, fighter. Nice engine. Drop tanks. Armor plates. Plates. Full mod. Nobody's favorite aircraft of the war. Now, you became Mr. Torpedo Bomber just like you were before. Drop tanks, armor plates, plates. The Rock. Nobody likes that icon either. We'll use that one. Okay. And we'll make the rest of these obsolete. Give me 10,000 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. There we go. I almost got the wrong number of planes on there. 4. Okay. Get you out to sea, and then we get these people. Alright. I did turn the AI off, right? Okay, AI is turned off. Let's let that run for a bit. We will exercise the ships and the planes. And then we're going to put them together in the English Channel and see what we can come up with. Now, if the carrier NAVs that the French have use their air attack correctly, they use it in the way that I think they will, we should be able to inflict more damage on the British than the British inflict on the French. But we will see. I don't care. If this doesn't work, then there is going to be no other way to design planes other than pure fighter, pure carrier nav. Okay, go back to port, guys. Are your aircraft done? Aircraft are done. Tag to France. Did you guys run out of fuel? Okay, these planes are almost done. Okay. That's going to take a little bit to finish up. Stupid ships. Come on, exercise. If anyone knows of a cheat that lets you actually just instantly add XP to ships, to an entire fleet of ships, not individually, let me know, because it's really stupid to do this. It's stupid and time consuming. Come on, Joffrey, finish training. Okay, go back to port. Let's repair you. It's going to take 3 months to repair the Joffrey. Oh, Jesus. I don't think I'm willing to wait that long. What I think we're going to do is take that, order that fleet to... Yes, I don't care. Go there. Tag to England. Order their fleet into the channel. Engage. Let's do allow Diplo. And then let's do declare war. Now. Test. Again, I don't care who wins. What I care about is what are the planes doing? Okay, the carriers fled and took the planes with them. Oh, that's because I left Andrew Cunningham in charge. God damn it. Alright, let's see. No, they did pretty good. Actually, they did pretty damn good. Yeah, they lost more planes, but here, let's check that on the air map. Okay. Yeah, those are from the French perspective. Let's tag over to France for a second. Yeah, that's actually... Yeah, that could work. Okay. So, that's a very long, drawn-out way of saying that... No, because then they didn't... nobody was shot... Hold on. Nobody was shot down in air battle, though. Only the French planes were shot down in air battle. That means they don't shoot back. Like, they didn't even kill one single enemy fighter? Like, not one? That is I did not understand. Okay, that outcome does not make any sense to me. Okay, let's go back to save 4. No, I should go back to save 3. Let's go back to save 3. I don't even know how to interpret results like that. It's like the carrier NAVs are doing nothing with their onboard armament. Let's try something different. Okay, you're a carrier naval bomber. But what we're going to do is add a defense turret. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's try a defense turret. That's going to raise the air attack up a whole bunch. It's going to lower agility. Also, defense turrets are freaking expensive. Okay. ALE. AI. Okay. Let's set up a trade for oil so that I don't have to waste extra time. Okay, let's do that. Join you together. Delete all those wings. And now, let's add the lattes to it. This is highly unusual. Okay, so we're gonna exercise this fleet, and we're gonna exercise all of the wings. Go tag to England. Okay. You are... No, don't make any of these. I want to render them obsolete. Here. Okay. Okay, there's the Fulmar with its stupid icon. Okay, now we're gonna do the Rock, the torpedo. Give it a non-stupid icon. Do ALE cheat. Give them to the fleet. Here, delete all those empty wings. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hold on. Did I make too many? Yep, there we go. This is going to prove if adding those turrets to the French planes does nothing, gives no air-to-air kills, then that means they are not interacting in air-to-air combat properly at all. Not in any way that is, at least in any conventional fashion. The reason I'm almost speechless here when we do this training is because I've been told repeatedly that under the current patch, with some modifications, planes shooting at each other in carrier combats should basically be doing a miniature version of what happens in an air region. So they should have, the stats should function the same way, doctrines should function the same way. It's just a micro combat. But what we're seeing here is it's not a micro combat. It seems like carrier aircraft are only interacting with each other in very specific, bizarre ways. Okay, take your fleet there. Do you have any repairs to undertake? Okay, that destroyer needs repair. It's no big deal. Okay, tag to England. Let's fire Cunningham. Any ships that need repair? Okay, no, good. No accidents. Okay. Go to the English Channel. Go to the English Channel. Allow Diplo. Declare war. And of course, engage at high risk. And we'll tag to England to make sure they are engaging at high risk. Because if you don't have them engage at high risk, then they'll sometimes just sit there and be like, I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to attack. Okay. Okay, who's shooting up the French carriers? Okay, enemy naval bombers are. Okay, they have low org, but they don't seem to be inflicting any... What? Why do they have such low Hold on. That looks really weird. Oh, there's a storm in place. That's why. There's terrible weather. Alright. Carrier, no, 21 naval bombers were shot down. Let's take a look at air losses. All shot down. Okay, 20 of our planes were shot down by AA. None were... No, wait. I'm sorry. France lost no planes in air combat. Because they just didn't... Hold on. Okay, that may have been just a result of bad weather. Here, let's go back to August 1st and replay that. That doesn't make... That's like the weather just grounded the French planes and they didn't do anything. Turn the AI off. Allow Diplo. Wait a second for the weather in the channel. Okay. Weather in the channel is pretty good. Engage at high risk. Tag France. Engage at high risk. Okay, we've got a naval battle going on. We actually have weather that's not terrible. Okay. Huh? Those results make no sense. Okay, what am I missing here? Did I put the wrong aircraft on the carriers? Okay, Cunningham is not in charge. Okay, Fulmar versus Rocks. Okay. Did I put the wrong planes on these carriers? That's bizarre. I'm going to turn the AI off and I'm going to just let the org on the carriers refill completely. Okay, now we're going to go into English channel, engage at high risk. Tag to England. Engage at high risk channel. Allow Diplo. And attack France. Okay. We have clear skies. Air efficiency 0? No, we have good air efficiency. Okay. Yeah, okay. These planes are doing nothing. It's like they don't even exist. Yeah, it's like they don't even... It's like they don't do anything. That doesn't even... Okay, so I just want to make this clear. This aircraft design, carrier naval bomber, the Latte 312C, when I put a fucking heavy machine gun turret on it like just doesn't, it refuses to attack ships. I don't know why. It just doesn't do anything. It bombed ships when it didn't have a turret, I've got the footage just a couple of saves ago. With this was instead this, it was fine. So it's a bug, but I don't understand how the bug is working because none of this makes sense. The turret shouldn't change the aircraft's profile at all. Carrier aircraft, oh my god, there is something very, 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 very weird about this. Okay. I want to check something out. Let me go. I want to check something in the tech tree. Maybe I've missed something. Okay. I got the research sheet in place. What would happen if I did that? Can I make a carrier nav mounts? Nope. It won't let me make a carrier nav that mounts any more torpedoes on it. And they weren't engaging fighters. That means there's no wait. That means there's literally no reason to build a... Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's go back to save 3 again. If this is right, if the game is bugged in this way, then that means you should be building the most ridiculously cheap and stupid carrier navs that you could possibly build. So we're going to go back here. We have interwar carrier naval bomber frames. I'm going to make this... Okay, this is the worst nav ever. I'm going to make this worst carrier nav. Okay? That's it. It's the worst carrier nav of all time. And I'm going to ALE that. We're going to delete all of this. And what I'm going to test now is I'm going to put these planes on French carrier decks. And I'm going to put British 1940 carrier navs on their decks. And we're going to see... We're going to see if this makes any difference. Because I'm willing to bet it doesn't make a difference. Because range doesn't matter. Air defense doesn't matter. And then when I've done this test, I'm going to test it with British fighters and see if British fighters are going to have a field day with these guys or not. Because I bet... See, look how much cheaper that is than some of the other planes we've been seeing. I mean, it's like the cheapest piece of crap ever. But if that works, then why would you use anything else? Here, we're going to delete all those guys. Improved carrier airframe. Drop tanks, armor plates, and armor plates. The Rock. Better icon, because I hate that icon. Okay, ALE. This might just blow my mind. I thought I was going to blow my audience's mind today, but I think instead today, I'm going to blow my mind. Because this is... I can't even begin to believe that the cheapest, worst version of a naval bomber may be the best, simply because the game doesn't care about stats. Alright. Did I turn the AI off? Let's double check. AI is off. Okay, put you out there, and then I want you to exercise those planes. Tag over to France and make sure France has the fuel. Yeah, that's what I thought France did. Let me give them the fuel they need. Okay. Folks, we may be discovering a whole little series of odd, weird, buggy behavior. Yes, the people have the right to feel safe. Whatever. This could be amazing. It also, unfortunately, means that carrier aircraft design might boil down to like 2 factors instead of what we normally see in aircraft design, where there might be 4, 5, or 6 factors that you care about, like range, mission efficiency, air defense versus air attack. But none of that may matter. None of that may matter. We may not care for carrier aircraft. It might just be cheapest carrier NAVs you could possibly build. And if that's true, then what we think of as the meta might be completely stupid. All right, here. How much repair do we need to do? Okay, those guys just need to repair for a couple of days. Here, go back to port. They need to repair for a couple of days. Oh no, Duke of York needs... I'm not waiting 2 months to repair Duke of York. That's stupid. That would be dumb. Instead, I'm just going to repair it in port while we wait for the carriers to regain org. Okay. Leave. Tag to France. Patrol there. Engage at high risk. Allow Diplo. Oh, I can't type today. Allow Diplo. Declare. Now, these guys set up to engage at high risk? They are. So let's go to England and make sure they're set to engage at high risk, or we could be here all day. All right. Battle has begun. Okay. Oh, I left Cunningham in charge. Hold on. If I leave him in command of the battle, it will mess up the results. Okay. Okay, we got clear skies. That's fine. Okay, yeah, these planes are damaging enemy ships. They are doing their job. They are flying during the day, but not at night, which is what is supposed to happen. These guys are also flying and doing their job. Again, I'm not interested in who wins so much as I want to measure the effectiveness of the carrier aircraft. Oh, some of those British carriers may not make it. Oh, dear. The Penleve got sunk by naval bombers. Okay, well, that's not entirely unexpected. Meanwhile, Duke of York was sunk by a combination of NAVs and naval gunfire. Here, let's speed this up. All right. Survey says worst carrier nav versus the Rock. You know what? I think worst carrier nav is... Worst carrier nav is pretty good. Okay. Let's go back to safe. Let's go back to... how do I want to do this? Okay, let's go back to save 3. We're going to redo this. Enter war carrier naval bomber. We're going to remove that turret. this is going to be worst carrier nav. Hold on. Go back. Where is worst carrier nav? Okay. Oh, I do not want the interwar support plane, you nimrods. Okay. ALE. Delete all of these wings. Oh my goodness. This is... let's see how they perform against enemy fighters. Now, what should happen is if I put a mix of 50% fighters and 50% carrier navs, what should happen is these guys should get slaughtered. They are the absolute worst planes in the history of carrier aviation. They are the worst planes. They are terrible. So they should not last long. But if they do, then we learned our lesson, which is we're not going to waste time in Hearts of Iron 4 ever again designing carrier aircraft that have torpedoes that are actually good at their job. Okay. These Fulmars should just, like, wipe them out. Like, it shouldn't even be close. Okay, that's the Fulmar. Here, use that icon. Pick this one. Give you a naval bomber thing. Put a big engine in you. Add drop tanks. Armor plates. Armor plates. That's the rock. Okay, we might actually be able to accomplish something today. Here, we're going to render all of these other aircraft obsolete. Go to ALE. Do these in 50-50 because that's fun. Put you out in the water on the side. Did I actually turn the AI off? Okay. Alright, now that you're out on the water, start exercising those wings. Tag France. Let's make sure France actually has the oil. No, she does not. Okay. Let these ships exercise. And it's probably getting picked up on the mic. I have noisy neighbors. No idea what they're doing out there. Alright, come on. Keep exercising. Keep exercising. I'm glad I've got a gaming PC that can, like, quickly run through the calendar of Hearts of Iron. It's even more effective when I play Victoria 3, where the in-game doesn't lag for me very much anymore. Boy, when I play on my laptop, though, Victoria really overheats my laptop. Does it make sense? No, but that's what's important. Okay, go there, do that. Allow diplo. Oh, wait, hold on. No, stop. No, don't do that. Stop. No, just stay there for a second and reorg. Allow Diplo. Here, we're going to declare war. I'm going to let these guys org up and then go back into the channel and go hunting for the French. Because that's going to be fun. Okay, let's hit that, go there. Tag to France. Your ships should be all the way up. Alright. Tag to England. Are you guys not going to engage? Alright, there we go. Now, it's nighttime, but we've got clear skies. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's really bad. That was really bad for those British carriers. Okay, we're down. We've lost about half the French planes. Look at that. Man, they are just... Man, they're just bombarding the crap out of them. Okay. This looks like it's going to go badly for the French. All right. Formidable almost bit the big one, but the carriers got really badly shot up. Alright, interestingly enough, British carrier navs did very little. French carrier navs did a whole lot more damage, but they got pretty much wiped out. That was expensive, but it's not nearly as expensive when they're super cheap like that. What sank? Richelieu was sunk by King George V. Yeah, those were all sunk by naval gunfire. How bad are the carriers shot up? French carriers came out in a lot better shape than British carriers. French battleships are pretty badly shot up, as are... Yeah, okay. That was an interesting result, because they got slaughtered, just like they should have. Let's tag back over to France. Let's take a look at English Channel. Okay, France lost basically everything. British lost almost nothing. But, and this is the important part, the French carrier navs will only cost 24. Let's see. Let's tag to England and let's see how much damage Britain's fleet. How long is it going to take to repair that damage? Okay, they are going to... Okay, Ark Royal's out of commission for one... Good lord, formidable and illustrious? Wow, they are in bad shape. Those carriers are going to be out of commission for, like, a long time. I mean, the British technically won that naval battle. Because they sank a lot more... They sank a capital ship and a lot more destroyers, but... if they ever get into a fight again... Like, they could just, like, it's, yeah, their carriers are going to be out of commission. So, I think I'm going to have to say that we should look into further testing of super cheap carrier aircraft, not fighters, I'm talking carrier navs, because, like, if you're going to lose most of your carrier aircraft anyway, they might as well only cost 24 versus what would this cost if I made it a real aircraft. See, like, that's already way more expensive. If I start adding stuff like armored plates, like, look at that. Now, that costs far, far more than the super cheap worst carrier nav in the history of carrier navs. And we already saw that defense turrets didn't seem to make a difference, and adding self-defense armament didn't seem to make a difference. Now, the question is, would all of those armor modules actually make a difference? And I don't have an answer for that tonight. I don't know if I've got enough time left tonight to test that, because I've got to stop streaming soon. But I'm not sure that adding armor plates are going to make that much of a difference. Plus, and I hate to say this, but if we go back and we take a look at the basic airframe, interwar carrier airframe starts at a cost of 20, whereas improved carrier airplane starts at a cost of 23. So even if we fiddle around with like modules, you're still going to end up with you're going to end up with a price difference based purely on airframe. And as far as I can tell, range doesn't seem to have any impact on carrier aircraft at all. So there's no point in putting drop tanks on anything like I've been doing most of the time. So I could hypothetically load this up with some armor plating. Could I load it up with... I could load it up with one armor plate. It would still be much cheaper than a plane with a better engine and with a bigger airframe. This is going to require more thought. I'm going to have to go talk to some folks that I know, people I play multiplayer with, and see if there's something I'm missing here, because I can't believe that I can't believe that the cheapest carrier bomber would be the best in terms of cost efficiency, and I can't believe that the game doesn't seem to be doing everything in carrier combat that should be happening in like regular air combat. I may also hit up a couple of other folks that I know that like look at defines and mod the game and ask them if there's something I'm missing, because like this doesn't make sense. What should happen is those carrier navs should have just been wiped out by the British before they inflicted any serious damage, and that should have been it. And I should have carrier aircraft with turrets on them should at least inflict a couple of losses on enemy fighters. Not even a lot, just a couple losses, but it doesn't seem to be doing that. So now I'm skeptical that carrier combat between aircraft functions in any way that we understand. But it is that time. I think I'm going to go ahead and log off for the evening. Thanks to the folks who were hanging out with me in chat and dropping likes on the video. I am working on another video for this week. It got delayed because I spent 10 hours working on the first 30 seconds of the video. I got carried away with something. You'll see what I mean later when I publish it. But I'm going to, in the foreseeable future, keep streaming on Monday evenings. If that changes, I'll let you know. But until then, I hope everybody has a pleasant night, and I hope that you don't have the ice cream truck disturb you when you're doing stuff. Have fun, everybody. Stay safe out there.